Okay, I just want to do some additional help on subtraction, actually. And so these examples come from 1D using the subtraction algorithm. So using 7a, that's pretty straightforward. 4 minus 3 gives us 1. When that number is larger, it's a little bit easier. And 5 minus 2 gives us 3. That's not so bad. Going to 7c, you can see that 6 is larger than 7, so I can't actually take away from that. I'd end up with a negative number. I don't want that. So I'm going to borrow one of the 10s from this side and chuck it over here. That's where I got that carry the 1 from. So I can do 16 minus 7, which gives me 9, and then I can do 3 minus 2, which gives me 1. Over here on 7e, I have a similar problem, so I've got to borrow one of the 10s. This is the 10s place, and I'll give it, drag it over here to make that 5 into 15. 15 minus 9 is 6. And again, I've got the problem where I can't take 8 from 1 easily, so I essentially bring that over here and call that 0. 11 minus 8 gives us 3 in the tens place, making it 36. So now, looking out for more complicated ones, if we look at first one I just made up. If I'm going to take 6 from 4, that's not going to work, so I need to borrow one of the 10s, but the tens place here doesn't have anything in it. So I suggest that you think of this tens and hundredths place together. So we're actually going to borrow one of these, which kicks out the hundreds place all together and makes this into a 9. So that gives us the extra 10 over there that we need. 14 minus 6 is 8. And now 9 minus 3 we can do is 6. So that's just one I made up. Now this one is 8D, and this one is extra complicated. So 4 minus 8 we can't do. We've got to borrow one from the side. So if I'm going to take one of these 10s, if you think about it, and put it here, I've got to take it from nothing, who then has to take it from there, who has to take it from there. So to make that make a little bit more sense, let's think about that 100 as a whole. So if I'm going to take 1 off the end of that 100, that's going to leave me with 99. So I'm allowed to use this now as 14 minus 8, which gives us 6. 9 minus 3 gives us 6. And 9 minus 8 gives us 1. And if you're ever in doubt, and if you're not sure the answer is right, go back and do it backwards. If you add 838 to 166 and it doesn't give you 1004, then you haven't done it right. And another quick way is to estimate. So if we were going to use that same example, and we'll round that 1004 just back to 1,000, and let's round the 838 to 840. So that'll give you a ballpark. You can see that you're not going to end up with something 200. You're going to take 1,000 from, I'll take 800 by itself from 1,000, and that gives you 200. Take off another 40, and then you see you should be in the region, of 160. But that's your real answer using the algorithm. I hope that helps.